Hi, so today I will be making some kicking crab. We have 3 pounds of shrimp, a pound of crawfish. We have butter, potatoes, yellow little potatoes. We have corn, Italian sausage, and the seasonings that we will be needing. Forgot if I said garlic, but we have 2.5 heads of garlic, and the shrimp needs to be deveined and cleaned. So I will be doing that. I will be leaving the skin on the shrimp because I just love the way that it tastes with it. So let's get started. Okay, so we are back. I cleaned the shrimp. Crawfish is cleaned as well. I minced the garlic. You can see right here the shrimp's poop. The potato has been washed, and we have the corn. I cut them into 2 pieces, and I have a pot boiling already for, well, it's not boiling yet, but it's for the corn and the potatoes. I will be adding a little bit of salt and some oil in there so that it can get a little bit of flavor. And now we will be getting the seasonings and adding them into a bowl. I will be using 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and we will be doing 2. And now with the next one, some Cajun seasoning. Sorry. Should have had it open. Okay. Again, 1 tablespoon. And we're doing 2 tablespoons of that. Next will be the Old Bay. And we will be doing 2 tablespoons again. This one has a lot of salt, so you do not need to add more salt. You can taste it to your liking to see if you need some salt, but I won't be adding salt. I usually get it right. And lemon pepper right here. Let's see if we can do this. Give me a second. Okay. Lemon pepper, 1. And this one also, it already has salt too. So like I said, you don't need to add more salt because of that. There, 2 tablespoons. And then we will be adding some paprika. You can add as much or as little as you want of your seasonings, your spices, to see how spicy you want it or how mild. It's all to taste. We like it pretty spicy, and we would do 2.5. And then we will be doing a dab of ground black pepper, just a couple shakes because lemon pepper already had some in there. And then we will be mixing everything. And you might sneeze because this is strong seasonings right here. They smell very good. Okay, so now I already cut the sausage, the packaging. We will be putting them to cook in a pot, in the pan. We'll fry them a little bit because we will be using them for our kicking crab extra. Let's see. I have it on medium heat. I think the pot might not have been that warm. Let's give it a couple seconds here. Okay, so again, these are the seasonings that you will need for your butter. You will be melting the butter and adding the seasonings of the Cajun to make your kicking crab as spicy or as mild as you want. Shrimp is cleaned. Crawfish is clean, and the crawfish was already pre-cooked, so we're just gonna throw it in there for a couple, like 2 to 3 minutes, so that I can get all the seasonings in there and it's nice and good. Potatoes. So since the corn is the hardest, I will be cooking this first and then adding the potatoes when it's time for the boiling. I think it's almost there. Forgot to add, let's add a little bit of oil and a pinch of salt. You can add the oil or the salt, it's up to you, to your liking. I added a little bit just so that I can get into the potato and the corn, so I can have a little bit of a taste. And we have the Italian sausage cooking here. I had to add a little bit of oil, but now seems like it's taking its own oils out. Now we just gotta make sure it's cooked nice and evenly. And then later on, we'll cut it and add everything together. We'll see. I'll show you the process. Okay, so our water started boiling. We will be adding our corn. We had 4 corns and one that just decided to fly away. We won't be using that one. So 4 corns cut into half. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, let's cover that up. Let's let it boil a little bit and cook the corn, and then we will add the potato. We are back with the sausage. It is cooking and it's almost done. I think we can start taking it out so that we can start cooking our sauce. Let's put this away and clean this pot so that we can make our sauce. Okay, now that our corn has boiled for about 5 to 6 minutes, we will be adding the potato. I already tried a piece of the corn and it's almost done. You will boil them until they are fork soft. If we see that the corn's cooking too much, you can always take it out. You don't have to leave it in there. Okay. Like I said, I had washed already my potatoes. Now we will be adding our butter into our pan. You guys saw that I have 2 of these huge 45-ounce tubs of butter. It's salted butter. You can use unsalted, but I use salted. That's why I said don't you add any more salt, but again, that is up to you how salty you like it. Okay, so I did the whole container. It still has a little bit, which we'll clean it out right now and add everything in here. Now we have to let our butter melt, and we will be adding our garlic to cook in there for a little bit, like let's say 1 to 2 minutes. We don't want it super cooked in there. One item that I did forget to tell you guys that we're going to be adding is our brown sugar, and that is to make our sauce thick for our shrimp and our, oh my goodness, I forgot that name. Sorry, for our crawfish and our corn and our potatoes. Now that our whole butter has fully melted, we will be adding our garlic. Here we go. All of it, of course. And then we're just gonna let it cook for a little bit, like 1 to 2 minutes, just to the garlic get a little bit of soft. We don't want to cook the butter too much. And once that garlic is ready, we will be adding the seasonings. So now that our garlic is starting to boil with our butter, we will be adding our seasonings that we had prepared already. And this is what's gonna make your sauce for your shrimp. So once we get our sauce to a nice thick sauce, then we can start adding our shrimp, our corn, our crawfish, and our potato. So this is our ending result. We added the crawfish, the shrimp, potato, sausage, and the corn, and this is how it should look like. We already had some. We had a little difficulty. We deleted the original video of the ending, but this is how it looks after we ate a couple of plates. Thank you. I hope you enjoy. Have a good day.